The summer of 1933 was unlike anything the people of Raccoon Ridge had ever endured. Day after day, the blazing sun scorched the land without mercy.
The creek that had nourished the valley for generations shrank into a ribbon of cracked mud.
Every bucket was nearly empty. Every well had gone dry.
Mothers whispered silent prayers each night, wondering how much longer their families could survive.
In those desperate days, water wasn't just a necessity. It was hope itself. At the edge of the ridge stood an ancient willow tree, its trunk split and blackened by lightning. Its twisted branches stretched across the sky like skeletal fingers, reaching for clouds that never came. The townsfolk called it the Widow Willow. Children were warned to stay away.
But 12-year-old Junie Meadows never believed those stories. She saw a tree that had survived pain. Then she felt it. A faint vibration. A distant heartbeat echoing through the earth.
Or water flowing far below. Her eyes widened. Her heart raced.
She began digging. The dirt was hard as brick, and every shovelful seemed heavier than the last.
Soon blisters covered her small hands. Sweat dripped into her eyes. Still, she refused to stop.
The neighbors gathered, watching in silence.
You're wasting your strength.
You'll hit nothing but rock. The tree's dead, child.
But maybe the ground isn't.
Hours passed. Then, one by one, the children joined her. Mrs. Parsons arrived with a bucket. Old Mr. Hagerman quietly stepped forward and raised a pickaxe. Before long, nearly the entire hollow was digging together. Hope had returned with every swing. Then, just as daylight slipped behind the hills, Mr. Hagerman's pickaxe struck something different.
Not solid rock, not tangled roots, something hollow, something alive beneath the earth. Everyone froze. Another strike, a crack. A burst of crystal clear water exploded from the ground.
It's cold, it's wonderful. We finally have water!
Men dropped their tools in disbelief. Some fell to their knees, letting the fresh water run through trembling hands.
After months of fear, life had returned. Hidden beneath the roots of the lightning-scarred willow was a natural spring. Over the following days, they lined the spring with smooth river stones and built a wooden frame. They named it the Willow Well. It became the heart of Raccoon Ridge. Families filled buckets, travelers stopped, and animals gathered peacefully around it. Gardens bloomed once more, covering the hillsides with green, as if the earth itself was smiling again.
Each evening, neighbors met beside the well. Some came to remember the little girl who had listened when everyone else doubted.
Years passed. A young African-American girl named Junie eventually left the valley, but her story never did. And beneath its weathered roots, the spring continued to flow, clear, cold, and endless.
To this day, when hope seems impossible, the elders tell the children, when the world feels empty, don't give up too soon. Sometimes the miracle you're searching for is buried just one shovel deeper.
And perhaps the greatest miracles are found not by the strongest hands, but by the heart brave enough to keep believing. Every ripple begins with a single drop. Every miracle begins with a single act of faith. The bucket passed from generation to generation,
carrying not just water, but the memory of hope.
Under the same stars that watched the drought, the well now sparkled like a mirror, reflecting heaven's light.
Children began visiting the tree, not to play, but to listen. To hear what Junie once heard beneath the silence. The town schoolteacher wrote Junie's story in a journal, so no winter, no drought, no passing year would ever erase it.
Soon travelers carried songs of the Willow Well across distant valleys, spreading the legend like...
Storms still came, lightning still struck, but the willow had already survived the worst, and so had the elderly European people.
Decades later, an old woman returned to the ridge. It was Junie, come home to the tree that taught her to believe.
For the well was never just water. It was every blistered hand, every doubter turned believer, every heart that refused to quit.
And so the willow watches still, over a valley that remembers. When you